Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For all the gamers there who love survival games, you've come to the right place, because on today's video I bring you the top 10 survival games that will leave you speechless. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's get started. Top 10. Raft Survival Ocean Nomad. Ocean Nomad is a survival game that takes the best of your management, logic, and resilience skills to the limit in the face of all kinds of difficulties. If you want to find out how far you can lose yourself in the middle of a giant ocean, this adventure will throw dozens of challenges at you on the high seas, where patience, strength, and logic will keep you alive. In Ocean Nomad, your mission is to survive the days with the sole help of your own abilities. To make it to nightfall, you'll need to leverage the garbage all around you. The dangers you'll face are manifold and highly varied. Surviving is not easy, and you never know where you'll run into problems. In Ocean Nomad, not only do you have to keep an eye out for the sharks in the ocean, but also survive cold, hunger, and the elements that you'll have to face at all times. Search for food, hunt however you can, and build weapons, defenses, and even your own house. Top 9. Sailor's Odyssey. Sailor's Odyssey is a survival game in which you play as a pirate whose ship has been stranded on a desert island. In this game, you'll have to complete missions to survive and finally escape from the island. You can move around freely, as well as attack and defend yourself from the skeletons that populate the island. The graphics in Sailor's Odyssey are excellent, with a high level of detail, excellent lighting, and a colorful map, all developed with Unreal Engine 5. In addition, this game cycles through the hours of the day, so you can also experience the island at night. Unfortunately, at night you can't see anything, so it's a good time to light a fire and make objects with the materials you collected during the day. Once the sun rises, you'll be able to continue working on other missions. Top 8. Nuclear Day Survival. Nuclear Day Survival is an action-adventure video game where you play the role of a person who has survived a nuclear apocalypse and now finds themselves living in a shelter built by someone else who didn't make it. Your goal? Try to stay alive. To survive day-to-day life in Nuclear Day, you need to keep your vital needs covered. This means that players must pay attention to their hunger, thirst, and health levels at the top of the screen. If your character is hungry, you'll have to go out in search of food. Going outside has different risks, the first of which is air pollution. You'll have to build protective elements that allow your character to move around relatively freely in an increasingly hostile world. Top 7. No Way to Die Survival. No Way to Die Survival is an action and adventure game where players take up the role of a man who, apparently, is one of the few survivors of a zombie apocalypse that has destroyed society. You begin with some shelter and something to eat that more or less keeps you safe from the infected. The idea is to upgrade your shelter to guarantee your survival. To upgrade your shelter, you need prime materials that you have to gather from the environment. So, you have to head out in search of cotton, stone, and wood, essential in fashioning tools for cutting down trees or gathering minerals. In the same way, you are armed with a pistol, and you'll need to use it if you stumble upon a zombie. Top 6. Tegra. Tegra is a first-person survival game that immerses you in a beautiful world under siege by zombie troops. This game has an amazing story that exceeds any expectations you might have for a game of this genre. Managing your inventory is essential if you want to make progress in Tegra. On the bottom of the screen, there are 6 spaces where you can place weapons and objects to help you survive. That said, you don't have to worry about keeping your crafting objects there, since these are managed inside the inventory itself. gathering resources is also necessary if you want to build what you need to survive in Tegra. There are tons of available objects, but you need the right resources in order to build them. Don't worry about cutting down trees or cutting up stones, because you can find these resources in the same scenario. Top 5. TDZ 4 Heart of Pripyat. TDZ 4 Heart of Pripyat is a first-person action-adventure game that will take you into the so-called exclusion zone, guiding a young Russian named Yaroslav. In this game, you face mysterious missions that will lead you to the whereabouts of the protagonist's father. But be careful, because you must solve multiple mysteries as you take out dozens of evil creatures. Top 4. Grand Survival Sea Adventure. Grand Survival Ocean Adventure is a 3D action and survival game where you play the survivor of a terrible accident. Your adventure starts off by having to run away from a shark in the middle of the ocean. Luckily, in the first few seconds of the game, you'll find a raft in the middle of the water and a radio that will put you in contact with another survivor located on a nearby island. One of the most important parts of the game is collecting resources. This can be done both on land and at sea, on your raft. Resources like wood, plastic, or metal will allow you to build all sorts of improvements for your raft, which you can gradually customize with all kinds of additions. You can make it bigger and create tons of improvements to make sailing more comfortable and be able to go farther. Top 3. Marooned. Marooned is an action-adventure game where you're stuck on a desert island, set with the task of helping a castaway stay alive. In order to do so, your main mission is to complete a series of successive missions to obtain sufficient resources in order to thrive. In Marooned, you're a castaway plopped onto an 3D island setting. From a bird's eye view, you contemplate your surroundings, identifying each one of the raw materials that you'll eventually trade for other necessary tools for day-to-day survival. Notice the health bar at the top of the screen that indicates aids the survivor needs, including hydration, energy, and health levels. On the other hand, as days go by, you'll also need to hunt down and face off against dangerous animals that cross your path in order to avoid being attacked by them, and also for sustenance. Adventure awaits with new tasks popping up regularly. Top 2. Raft Survival Desert Nomad. Raft Survival Desert Nomad is a survival game where you will be located in a beautiful and incredible world of sand waiting for you to join exciting adventures and battles with monsters. You have to overcome hunger, thirst in the endless desert, escaping from an unknown threat on a floating raft. In this survival simulator, you can build a larger air raft, collect useful resources to produce and improve buildings, and craft a variety of armor and weapons to protect yourself from intruders. Top 1. Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival Evolved is a popular survival game where you find yourself immersed in a universe full of primitive creatures. After waking up on a mysterious island, your daily objective is to use the available resources to build shelters to protect yourself from a host of dangers. All this as you face supernatural creatures that will try to put a stop to your progress. As you progress through each ecosystem, in Ark Survival Evolved, you will have the option of cutting down trees or harvesting leaves to erect your own constructions. As a result, it won't take long to set up your own settlement where you can plan your best tactics. This is the only way that you will be able to evade the dangers that continually lie in wait for you on land. in the sea, and in the air. In Ark Survival Evolved, you will go hunting and come across some really amazing dinosaurs. After taming each of these prehistoric creatures, you will also be able to improve their affinity so that these beings obey your orders. Little by little, you will get these peculiar companions to help you progress in this imposing open world. And we are done here with the top 10 list, so leave your comment below and let us know which one was the best survival game for you, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.